Hey, this is Kara from Family Radio CHRI here backstage with Newworldson at Bluesfest 2012. We've got Mark, Joel, Rich, and Josh. How you doing, guys?
Good.
Back again for Bluesfest.
Back indeed.
So how is it feeling being back?
Well, it feels nice to be in an air-conditioned backstage right now. But we're not complaining about the weather. It's not raining. It's beautiful, and hopefully everybody's staying well hydrated.
Well, you have actually experienced probably a pretty wide range of weather because you've been doing a lot of touring in Europe lately. Can you talk a bit about that?
Yeah. Well, we've been to England and Holland this year. Traditionally rainy countries, actually, since we're going to talk about the weather. Great couple of great festivals. We'll be back again in Holland next month in August. So, yeah, we're blessed. We get a chance to do some international travel, make new friends and fans around the world. We basically go wherever the love is.
Well, if I can get each of one of you to talk, what's your favorite country that you have toured so far in your life?
In my life, wow. Maybe Australia. I like Australia. We've toured there. Scandinavia is really, Sweden and Norway, pretty cool. But I mean, they're all great. It's hard to pick one, but different.
Okay, based on audience, who's the craziest, Rich?
The craziest. We've had some. You know what? In Sweden, the kids got so crazy. It was like it kind of looked like security was going to need to jump in and separate people, but they were just having a good time. They're pretty aggressive. Either that or the Kiwis. They're pretty nuts.
In New Zealand. All right, and so Josh, what about, what can I ask you? How about in terms of like experience? Have you had a really memorable, whether it was good or bad? Oh, coffee, okay, if you want to answer that one.
Best coffee in the world goes to New Zealand, that's easy. Australia is a close second, and Sweden is third. That's,
so has there been something that's been really memorable though? Like maybe something that went horribly wrong or just something that you'll never forget?
Mostly it's just anytime we get to do anything other than play a show. Like we were on this Zodiac boat on these fjords in Norway in the sea, going over these huge waves with this guy called Leif Harald. It was pretty special.
Just
pretty
experiencing
cool.
the countries, basically.
Yeah, it was terrifying.
It was absolutely terrifying.
It was totally terrifying.
All right, so Joel, Rebel Transmission, that's the new album. What's the name about?
I don't want to give it away. I think people got to buy the record and listen to the shameless plug. Rebel Transmission, it's about giving people another option, another voice, another sound, another message that would be different from the message that you get from just mainstream culture that tries to tell us that it's all about us, that we can satisfy the deepest recesses of our hearts and spirits with worldly things, and we know the truth is the opposite to that. And I think that when you put out a message of truth and hope, it's actually quite subversive. It's quite countercultural and we're all united in that way. All the bands that we travel with, the record companies, the radio stations, we all share the same mission. Really, it's just to give people that other option when they're listening to music, or just to be that kind of countercultural voice for truth.
Awesome. Okay, one last question for you guys. Since you're at Bluesfest, it's the second largest blues music festival in North America.
Wow.
Forgetting the artists that are here this year, who would you love to see at a festival like this? If you could pick any artist.
At a Bluesfest or this particular stage?
A Bluesfest.
Well, B.B. King, Buddy Guy, Eric Clapton.
That's tough because it is Bluesfest. I'd have to, B.B. King.
Mavis Staples?
You took my answer. Or Betty LaVette. I'd like to see Betty LaVette. Okay, see? What do I know?
Now you got to stick around for a little longer. All right, it's Newworldson again, back at Bluesfest again. We're glad to have you guys back. We missed you last year, so thanks for being here.
Hopefully we'll be back years to come. I hope so.
Well, we'd be happy to have you.
See, we didn't answer that question properly. Which bands would you like to see playing Bluesfest?
Yes, Bluesfest. Here's what bands we want to see here. All right, well, thanks, guys.